Umalma si dating PNP Special Action Force Director Getulio Napeñas matapos muling idiin ni dating Pangulong Noynoy Aquino sa pagkamatay ng SAF-44. Git ni Napeñas, pangatawanan daw sana ni Aquino ang kanyang ginawa at huwag isisi sa iba. Nakatutok si Lay Alvin.
Sa sagot ni dating Pangulong Aquino sa mga batikos ni Pangulong Duterte kaugnay sa trahedya ng Mama-Sapano Operation sa Maguindanao noong 2015, ibinunton nitong muli ang sisi kay dating PNP SAF Chief Getulio Napeñas Jr. Ito rin ang ipinunto ng counter-affidavit ni Aquino na inihain sa Ombudsman. Sa pahayag ni Aquino, sinabi nitong kung sinunod lamang ni Napeñas ang utos niyang makipag-coordinate sa AFP bago ang operasyon, hindi mauuwi sa trahedya ang operasyon sa Mama-Sapano. Kung may kasalanan man daw si Aquino, ito ay nagtiwala siya kay Napeñas na anya'y nagsinungaling sa kanya. Umalma si Napeñas sa sinabing ito ni Aquino. Hindi raw sa kanya nagbigay ng direct orders ang nooy Pangulo, kundi kay nooy suspendidong PNP Chief Alan Purisima.
Siya nag-approve ng operation plan. Ang inutusan niya na mamahala ng operation ay si General Purisima na suspendido. Tapos sasabihin na niya ngayon na wala siyang kasalanan. Ako daw ang may kasalanan lahat. Taong bayan ang maghusga sa kanya.
Nang magpulong daw sila kasama si Aquino at Purisima noong January 9, 2015 sa Bahay Pangarap, sinabi raw ng dating Pangulo ang tungkol sa koordinasyon sa AFP bago ang operasyon at dagdagan ng tropa. Iginit daw noon ni Napeñas na naniniwala siyang time on target ang dapat gawin. Ibig sabihin, sasabihan lamang ang Army kapag naroon ng tropa ng SAF sa target area.
Sinundan ako na dyan Purisima the same, pati si General Mendez. Hindi siya umimik. Yun ang totoo. Ang utos sa akin ni General Purisima paglabas nila doon sa Bahay Pangarap, dahil nauna kaming lumabas after the briefing, inutos niya. Ako nang bahala kay General Katapang.
Hindi nawawala ang hinanakit ni Napeñas na ang pakiramdam ay iniwan sila sa ere ng dating Pangulo.
Sana ang mga Pangulo natin katulad yung Pangulo ngayon, na kung inutos niya, desisyon niya, inapprove niya, tinatayuan niya. Pero yung nakaraan hindi ganun iiwas siya at isisisi sa iba.
Umaasa si Napeñas na lalabas ang buong katotohanan sa planong Truth Commission ni Pangulong Duterte. Sinusubukan pa namin kunin ang panig ni dating Pangulong Aquino sa mga sinabi ni Napeñas. Naraffle na sa 4th Division ng Sandigan Bayan ang kasong graft at usurpation of public function laban kina Purisima at Napeñas.
Never deceive the President. Hindi ako pinalaki ng magulang ko na magsinungaling.
Yan ang galit na tugon ni retired SAF Director General Getulio Napeñas sa inilabas na pahayag ni dating Pangulong Noynoy Aquino kung saan idiniin siya sa madugong Mama-Sapano encounter. Giit ni Napeñas, hindi totoong direkta siyang nag-report kay Aquino. Wala raw siyang numero nito at lagi raw siyang dumadaan kay dating PNP Chief Alan Purisima. Imposible rin daw na walang alam si Aquino sa pagpaplano sa Oplan Exodus dahil siya nga raw mismo ang nagbigay ng go signal sa operasyon. Wala rin daw direktiba ang dating Pangulo nang sabihin nilang time on target ang koordinasyon sa gagawin sa AFP. Malabo rin daw na hindi alam ni Aquino na may partisipasyon sa plano ang mga Amerikano.
You have to own it. If you did it, you own it.
Para kay Napeñas, malinaw na pinaghabi-habing kwento ang mga pahayag ni Aquino.
Bakit inutusan niya yung suspendidong Chief PNP ng mga siwa ng operasyon? Proven na ang nag-utos, nag-approve, Presidente. Ang nangasiwa, si General Purisima na suspendido. Ako na inutusan, ako na ngayon makasalanan. Tao maghusga at magbigay ng conclusion yan. Tama ba yun? Na ang nag-utos, libre na?
Aminado si Napeñas, pinagsisisihan niya na minsan siyang sumunod kina Aquino at Purisima.
Pinagsisihan ko yun na bakit naging masunurin ako sa presidente natin na iiwanan lang pala ang tao niya in the end. In the first place, kung alam ko lang na gano'n, naiiwanan niya kami in the end, dun sa bakbakan, hindi na natuloy ang operasyon na yun.
Kumpiyansa si Napeñas na lalabas ang katotohanan sa Truth Commission na gustong buuin ni Pangulong Duterte.
Kailangan ng Truth Commission na independent Truth Commission. Senado, sino ba kakampi niya doon sa Senado? House of Representatives, sino ba kakampi niya? Pagka politician ang nag-imbestiga na dyan, I have to say this, nagkakaroon ng political color.
President Aquino says he was given the wrong information by former Special Action Force Chief Getulio Napeñas on the January 25 Mama-Sapano clash that resulted in the deaths of 44 elite policemen. According to the President, he also directed Napeñas to coordinate with the military several days before the mission to arrest two high-profile terrorist targets. The President made a statement during a prayer gathering in Malacanang. The details from Rocky Ignacio.
President Aquino vows to continue doing what is right amidst challenging issues in the country. President Aquino led a gathering of prayers in Malacanang grounds. Dubbed as Special United Prayers for the Nation, the initiative was offered by the Christian Leaders Coalition to ensure political, economic, and social stability.
Mababalikan ko ang aking mga nagawa at ating pinagtulungan at masasabi ko ang gaya ng nakasaad sa 2 Timothy, sana po'y tama, chapter 4, verse 7. And I quote, I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Nananalig po tayo. Sa gabay at pagmamahal ng Panginoon at sa pakikisa ng sambayanan, magtatagpuan tayo sa tuwid na daan. Basta't nasa panig tayo ng katotohanan, basta't iniisip natin ang kapakanan ng ating kapwa, basta inuuna natin ang interes na nakakarami bago ang sarili, hindi na lamang posibilidad ang mangarap, kung hindi karapatan na kayang tuparin ng bawat Pilipino.
The President assures not to be distracted by negativism brought on what he described as KSP, kulang sa pansin or attention seekers.
Ngunit hindi rin po maiwasan na mayroon pa rin ilan na pinipiling maghasik ng duda at negativismo. Sila ang tawagin na lang po nating KSP. Makakulang sa pansin, makakulang sa pag-iisip na maayos, na naghahanap lamang na mali, ngunit wala namang nailalatag na reasonable at alternatibong solusyon. Mayroon din mga kulang sa pagkalinga sa kapwa, na nais lamang magkaroon ng kaguluhan kung saan sila mas makikinabang. Siyempre, ang mga kulang sa pananampalataya. O mga ayaw kilalaning nariyan ang Panginoong handang umalalay at gumabay sa atin upang malampasan ang bawat suliranin. Medyo nagulat po tayo na sinuhulang ko raw kayo para mag-usap tayo. Kami po, at nandiyan po ang public record, handang makipag-usap sa lahat. Pakiusap lang po natin, sana naman po yung pag-uusap ay may patutunguhan.
The President and evangelical leaders have agreed to launch a prayer gathering after their meeting 3 weeks ago, where the President discussed the background of the law enforcement operations against international terrorist Marwan and Basit Usman. The special prayers led by the Jesus is Lord movement, Philippines for Jesus movement, Intercessors of the Philippines, and Church of God International. In an open forum during a prayer gathering, the President discussed some of the details of what transpired in Mamasapano that left 44 Special Action Force dead. President Aquino said former SAF Commander Getulio Napeñas allegedly gave instructions during operations not based on the actual situation on grounds. The President admitted he was misinformed and Napeñas allegedly did not obey instructions to coordinate with the AFP.
Siguro yung pinaka-generous way of looking at it, maraming wishful thinking si Napeñas as opposed to reality. Pero maliwanag sa akin, binola niya ako. Ngayon, ano ko responsibility ko at this point in time? May kasabihan fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. At wala akong balak na ma-fool me twice. Umanda ho lahat ng tinawag po ang liderato ng PNP. Sabi ko, alam nyo, pag may utos, tapos nag-deviate kayo, siguraduhin nyo, meron justification for the deviation. Nagbago yung facts on the ground, for instance. Dahil pag hindi nyo na-justify 1 degree ng deviation na wala ng benefit of the doubt, insubordination kagad yan. And you will be out, and you will be parang filed the appropriate charges. Now, the task before us, syempre, to take care of the families that were left behind and reconstitute the SAF to rebuild its esprit de corps, its morale, especially given the fact that next year, the police will play a very vital role ensuring that we have safe, orderly, and peaceful elections.
The President also challenged those criticizing the proposed Bangsamoro Basic Law to offer a better alternative. Once passed into law, the BBL will implement the comprehensive peace agreement between the government and the MILF. Meanwhile, coalition of church leaders extended their support on the peace process and measures to attain justice for SAF 44.
And PNP officials of the Special Action Force involved in the botched Mamasapan operations were at odds with their counterparts in the AFP in today's joint house probe of the incident, which led to the tragic death of 44 SAF troopers. Former PNP Special Force Chief General Getulio Napeñas said the AFP's command of the 6th Infantry Division failed to deliver their immediate response for artillery support at the height of the encounter between the SAF troopers deployed to arrest Malaysian terrorist Marwan the MILF and the BIFF. Napeñas bared a timeline of requests based on text messages sent to Major General Pangilinan. Napeñas was backed by his deputy, General Talino, and a colonel. Pangilinan told the committee the request was executed at about 5 in the afternoon since the coordinates sent by Napeñas and Talino were not clear. And as they disputed, Pangilinan dismissed Napeñas' claims that the order to help in the extrication of the SAF troopers was late since it will affect the peace process. Because of this, Congressman Sammy Pagdilao motioned for a public test for all those involved in the Mama Sapanoe incident to determine who is telling the truth. The motion was deferred on the insistence of the majority in both committees.
Mr. Chair, we've been hearing two versions of the truth, quote-unquote, from gentlemen who have been sworn to take or to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in these proceedings. Now, if this will continue even in executive session, pareho rin po ang sasabihin nila. They'll stand by the words. No? Some are words that have been quoted, recorded in the proceedings of the BOI and the Senate. Some, I think, denies, not even those that have been recorded. So, Mr. Chair, I've been an investigator. I've been director of a CIDG before. I graduated from the FBI Academy, and I'm also a lawyer. I think one way of resolving this is to submit these gentlemen, if they will agree, to a polygraph examination, Mr. Chair. I submit that manifestation before this body, Mr. Chair.
Congress is always conducting investigations in aid of legislation. That is a power given to us, the Congress. And based on our experience, in the course of our investigation, always conflicting testimonies. And I would be saying that requiring these persons who are giving conflicting testimonies, the remedy of requiring them to undergo polygraph examination, number one, perhaps would be in violation of their constitutional rights. Number two, assuming that we require them to undergo polygraph examination and they refuse, what would be our remedy? Shall we require them to be charged in contempt and be detained until and unless they submitted themselves to a polygraph examination? Number three, assuming that they indeed polygraph examination and the results were positive, that they were lying, what shall we do? Shall we be the one filing charges on behalf of the government? If our resource persons is not telling the truth, and we are of the opinion that the resource person is lying, our remedy is not to require him to undergo polygraph examination, but to ask that he be charged in contempt, or at the very least, file the appropriate cases against them, considering that they testified under oath, and therefore perjury would be proper.